wet here on the suction line. I was hoping to not do any commentary on this video, but it looks like it's going to be a little different here. Turns out I am going to be doing some commentary here. Something that just happened here is the whole coil just got cold all of a sudden, so I'm going to do that again for you. Not going to do it as long though, because this thing is discharging much hotter than normal. It's right back to where it should be. It is a bit warmer in here. It's about 73, 75 degrees. So I was doing temperature checks earlier, so while I was doing that, we were about 75 ambient, and it's already almost a 30-degree split for the before cleaning of the 1978 Comfort-Aire Quietmaster Heat Controller. See, that suction line is actually sweating now. So, it does have a full charge. It's already been verified it's a full charge. Yeah, so once this thing is cleaned out, it's probably going to run a lot better. As you can see here, we do got some serious cold air coming out of this thing. This is very powerful. This thing is running very, very well. Feel throughout the condenser here. It's nice and hot on the top. It's still hot on the bottom, but it's not quite as bad. But we're going to go ahead and take some temp checks here throughout the whole evaporator. We're going to see what we're looking at here overall. So we're going to start off here at the bottom of the coil. Now this does have a full charge. It's already been verified. You see here we got a nice sweaty suction line going back. It's really, really cold coming back, so that's always a plus. It is discharging pretty hot. Like I said, the coil is going to get cleaned out. See here, this part of the evaporator, we're at 47 degrees. So we're going to go ahead towards the middle of the coil here. Take a temp reading there. Probably put it in about right here. Actually, it looks like you might not just have to go up the coil. So our first reading was 46. We're 73 going in. So a little bit cooler up here, like I said. The system is running a bit hotter than normal because this is before the cleaning of the condenser. You see here the suction line is starting to not sweat anymore because the head pressures have just skyrocketed. But it is below 225 as far as we know, so at least with the original fan running here, it's not going to climb above 200 like it was beforehand. So hopefully that was just a fluke. So probably once this thing is cleaned out, it's gonna run much better for sure. It's gonna blow so much colder. So here we're looking at 51. This is part of the evaporator, so we are gonna go up a little bit more to the top of the coil. Yeah, we're definitely running a lot more than we should be, so definitely needs some attention here. But overall, 5/6 of the evaporator coil is getting cold, so that's some good news for us there. At least it's still working fairly well before it gets the rest of the attention it needs. So for right now, it's going to stay put. It is usable, so hopefully things will work out. Here we are looking at, gonna try to the best we can to measure the actual airstream temperature in the coldest part. This thing is so powerful, I can't even get an accurate reading. So we are gonna try to get one here, hopefully. 60, 56, 54. So we do have over a 20-degree split. Yeah, this thing is so cold. It's already starting to freeze my hand here. So this thing is blowing ice. 52. So we got a 23 degree split right now in the airstream. Once this thing is cleaned out, it's probably going to blow a lot colder. So what we're going to do, we're going to go ahead and do some actual fuel measurements here before we go ahead and do temperature readings on this line here, which is the liquefier goes to the evaporator. The suction line, we're going to try to get a measurement of that. And also we're going to get a measurement of the discharge line. We're going to see how hot this thing is discharging. Now before, when I did the initial readings, we were reading pretty hot. We were already like 190 degrees, but it wasn't climbing, so hopefully it was just a fluke. We are going to feel the compressor here. Let's see how it's doing. Alright, seems like the compressor is warm. So it's under workout right now. And with the coil being blocked up, the suction pressure isn't as low, so the compressor won't cool as well. And now because it's at proper cooling capacity, it does need some work. But this thing is blowing pretty cold. I am quite impressed with the performance. So we're going to go ahead and do a couple fuel measurements here. Very, very hot. So the discharge line going right off the compressor, that is extremely hot. This line here, 2.5 seconds until I had to flinch my hand away. Suction line is cold, and as where the air leaks are here, we do have some air leaks. It's where the suction line gets warmer, so we are probably going to do a second test before cleaning and try to get some more accurate results. But this is going to be the initial readings here. We're going to try to show them on video. We're going to see what we can do. Oh, so you guys can get an idea of just how well this thing is still working, even despite being bunked up. So before we do that, I'm going to let you hear the compressor. I'm going to set you up right here. Got our little camera mount here. Hopefully it's not the airstream from the leak. Well, listen to that AH roar. This is a very powerful reciprocating compressor. This is a 2.5 horsepower monster. And yes, I call it a monster because this thing works instantaneously, and it's an excellent design. So well done to Tecumseh Products Company. And here's the nameplate right there. AH152HT031. This one has a General Electric motor made on May 4th, 1978. CK. So the C is a change in design. K I'm not too sure about. And the compressor serial is 404192. Catalog number is AH5531E. This one has 208 230 volts, 60 hertz, single phase, locked rotor amp 76.0. So I'm going to go ahead and turn this video here so you guys can read that. If you want to go ahead and pause the video, then go ahead and pause it here. Timestamp where you can pause is 13:42. If you want to take a look. I'm not going to put it up to high cool just yet. We're not sure if it's going going to trip a breaker or not. Because sometimes when you ramp these things up to their full capacity, they tend to trip breakers on their test circuits. So we're going to leave it on low pull. It is working perfectly. It's not tripped a breaker, and it's only pulling 16 amps. So that's not bad at all. That AH is very happy right now, even though the unit itself, like I said, it's pretty dirty. I wanted to give you guys a sound sample of the AH here, because there is probably going to be a difference in sound once we do clean this thing up real good. So we're going to go ahead and take temperature readings now. We're going to go ahead and start off by taking the suction line here. Now, I'm not sure if you guys are going to be able to see this or not. I'm going to try to do the best I can with just one hand. So we are going to start with the suction line first. We already got a coil temperature, which is about 42 degrees, 46. So 42 to 46 was our evaporator coil range. So we're going to go ahead and measure the suction line here. So we're going to get this warmed up in the airstream. Got it nice and warm. So we are trying to do the best we can here. Try to get this bulb straight. We don't want to ruin the video. I'm going to try and measure a little further back away from the airstream. Alright, looks like we're returning at about let's say we're returning about 66. That's definitely warmer than it should be. We should be returning about 38, 39, right about 60. So we are running a bit high on suction pressure. Like I said, this is only before cleaning, so we are gonna okay, there we go. Turning at 65 degrees. I'm gonna measure our liquid line here coming off the condenser. Except we're not getting an accurate reading here. Alright, so it looks like here we are gonna try to get an accurate reading, hopefully. Like we're coming off at 102. Like I said, this is not the most accurate way to measure this, but we are going to do the best we can. So like I said, I'm going to try to get an accurate reading here for you. There we go. Working good here. 104. Yeah, we're definitely not getting an accurate reading here, so if I can't get an accurate reading, we are just going to skip it, because it is coming off much colder than it is going in, so we're going to try and get an accurate reading here. Try to get the whole thing to make contact here with the line. Alright, so we are coming off at 106, where I'm taking the reading, so we're going to move back a little bit here. So it looks like we do have an inaccurate reading here. So we're just going to say it's coming off about 110, 112. And we're going to try to get the discharge line here to show you how hot it's running. It is outrageous. Alright, I'm going to sit you guys down for this because we're not getting accurate readings that way, so I'm just going to do it with two hands here and I'm just going to read to you guys what we're getting. Discharging at 167 degrees. So that is a little bit cooler than what we were getting before. So I don't know if it's fully accurate, so we are going to take it again. And we're going to let you guys know what we get on the second reading here. So we're discharging at 165 degrees, which is a little bit better than what we were getting before. So it has stabilized a little bit. So we're going to go ahead and get our suction reading here. The suction line does feel kind of cool, but it's not the way it should be. That should be cold and sweating. Degrees, 67. So we're discharging at 106. So we're discharging in the 160s, but it certainly doesn't sound like that. So we are going to take another reading here and try to get an accurate one this time. Alright, we're discharging hotter than I thought. We're discharging at 175 degrees. So we are definitely discharging hot. We can feel the compressor. The compressor feels hot. And it's likely because of the air leaks, because this part had rotted away. So we are going to do another test in a later video that we're going to be uploading tonight, where we're just going to let you guys hear this thing run. Like, I'm not even going to talk during that video. You're going to see all the readings in this video here. So we're going to go ahead and shut the compressor off quick. So we are going to wait for it to stop here so we can take a reading of the compressor. So in the meantime, we're going to go shut the breaker off so we can allow this thing to drain a little bit. Just in this run alone, it made enough condensate to practically fill it. So we're going to go shut the breaker off for it here. Sorry for the freak show. So the breaker is off. We're gonna go ahead and lift this thing up here, so we'll allow it to drain a little bit. And basically what we're doing is we're allowing the condensate to just flow back into the pan. And even just an ever so slight lift is all you need to make sure that get it properly drained. Look at that, we are full just about to the brim. Are gonna have to unplug that drain tube. Anyway, that is the full run. We're gonna come back in just a bit here and we're going to just let it run. I'm not gonna speak. We'll give you some panoramic views. So be prepared for a no commentary version.